Right, we're back. Hi. So many games have come out this week. I am a little overwhelmed. And yeah, so I'm staying up a little bit later to get my time in for House Flipper. And if I say your name incorrectly, I'm so sorry. But Craven suggested that in this back room we turn it into a sauna, which, actually is a brilliant idea. And I'm going to do that. Thank you. Um, Let's sell that. Do saunas have windows? So I have to admit, from being in the great state of Minnesota with huge population of Norwegians, lutefisk and Svens, and Jarjabachas, we don't have saunas. Or if we do, I don't have one. I don't see them that often. Um, I guess I can't say that they don't exist, but there we go. Oh. Oh, for 1 second there, it felt like serious lag. Okay, it's fine though. I think we survived. I'm really tired. I don't know how long we'll do this for, but I'm gonna give it a good solid try. I had liked the idea of this apartment probably being the most expensive out of all of them because it has us, and that amuses. Oh wait, I think there was still some panels in there. Oops. Yeah. How small? Bunch. I changed my mind. I liked it. I kind of sort of wish I kept it. Okay. Plan. Put a couple out there just in case. Right now, what I really want to do. Two right. Okay, so that has water in it. I need a fireplace. Fire pit, maybe? Do we have pits? Pitchers. Oh, that's right. It's you gotta aim high to catch. And when you aim high, it automatically goes to go. Go! Like that. How many times am I gonna buy this wood? Because I forgot to do this top part. Anybody tally how many times I buy flooring in a session? Okay. You should be done with it now. Okay. I have this garden fountain that could kind of work as a pit. Leisure. in theory, this could work. If it was a teensy weensy bit smaller. I have an idea. I have an idea. Require me to buy the flooring again. Tell anybody. My idea might have just poofed. For some reason I was thinking in my head I could drop it down further, but I... Or... Idea. Another idea. Taking me a little bit here. Not gonna flip over this. Just walk in, right? And it doesn't have to be that big. Grab. There, that works, right? I gotta go see if I'm missing anything. Googling tells me that I need some kind of thermostat. So we're gonna have to do some pretending, okay? Right. I really want to add more towels and stuff, like, but I don't think I have... Yeah, I want a roll towel, and I don't think that is an option for me. So we're gonna leave it as this. I also want throw pillows. I'm looking at images of like where they use rolled up towels as like a place to rest themselves, but then uh-oh. Not fine, is it? All right. So, one of the images I saw. Yeah. I have an idea. Really? I do have an idea. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's gonna stay that plywood. Alright. There. I think it adds a little bit of depth. Depth. Words hard. Oh. Thanks so much for watching me. I fail at everything. I had seriously thought, so because I'm so heavily into games and for the channel, and mostly for the channel, but for myself too, I keep a really close eye on the calendar of games that come out. And at the beginning of January, I had looked at the calendar for the beginning of the year, and it had been really light for games. And I was kind of excited. I was like, oh, good, I can catch up on the games that I already own, and I get those out there. And then Next Fest happened, and I looked, and I realized how many games are coming out at the end of February and in March. And I was a little like, oh, no. So just know there is a lot of games coming to the channel. I'm honored that I was reached out to play by devs, that they entrust me with it. some that I purchased my own because I just am that excited to play it. For example, Garden Life Cozy Simulator. I'm actually really excited for that game. You haven't seen it yet on the channel, I don't think. Actually, maybe by the time this comes out, you will. It is a fairly simple game. You're just gardening, but it's cute and it's lovely and it makes me so very happy. Anyways, I'm going to be playing that. Pacific Drive as well. Pacific Drive might be a little slower. I'm wanting them to update something for me. And then... not for me. Just an update in general. Think what else? There's so many games. And yes, my channel tends... I personally tend to favor cozy, family-friendly games. Now, that said, I don't necessarily shy away from psychological horror. I'm really picky about my horror. I don't like needless violence. I say that, and that's not 100% true. How to describe it? I like the horror games that are mentally mess with your mind. Not so much like the jump scares, that kind of thing, though I don't mind a few jump scares. If you overdo it, then I lose interest really quickly. It's the same way, like, I guess in comparison to the Saw movies. Not a big fan of those types of movies because it's just about the gore, right? And I lose interest very quickly in the gore. Like, I don't need the shock factor. But give me a good horror, psychological horror, then I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. Those, and I give it a lot of brain space too when I think about them. Oh yes, little tip. So I will sometimes play horror, but it just depends on what it is. I don't always play a lot of survival horror either. Again, it just depends on what it is. But yes, I do favor simulators. I favor indie developers more than I do big name developers. That doesn't mean I don't cover big name developers, but on my schedule, my personal schedule, I will tend to, if I have free space, I tend to give it to a small indie developer than a big name, because I know dang well that a big name company is going to get plenty of coverage from other people. I want to make sure that game devs get their time to shine. I know what it's like to put yourself deep into a project and no one see it, so I will always do my best to cover indies. I know I talked about it the last House Flipper series. I understand putting your whole soul into a project, and I want to make sure that they get a fair shot. And I may, of course, not like all indie games, but I will never blame the developer for that. That's just a personal thing. Like, I just recently played a game for the channel called Inklanti, and I didn't like it. But that's not the game's fault or the dev's fault. That's purely me. And I will own that. I already forgot what floor I chose, so I'm gonna have to pop into one of the other apartments and grab the floor. I don't think I'm gonna get this done tonight. Might need another part. 100% sure, to be honest. wonder if you can make a bay seat with wool. You should be able to, right? Like I could bring it out, wood, and then cushion on top like a carpet. Anyway. Of course. I really do think they need to make it so that we can mark our corners like painting with this, but with paneling. Mess up so much. Sad. Alright, I guess we do need more paint. That's fine. The one thing about the busy schedule, though, it's not a complaint, just a discussion, I guess. I was really excited to play some of my old hog games, my hidden object games, because I have a giant list of them, and now they're again on the back burner while I play the newer games. I was kind of excited. I want to get back into mystery case files. That's a I have a whole playlist of them. I'm up to Broken Hour, I think is what it's called. And that was actually a really hard game for me to find because it's not in the Steam page. And while Big Fish sells it, they sell it for like 20 bucks. And I am not paying 20 bucks for a 4-hour game. I don't think. Especially one that will just make me mad anyway. All the Big Fish, or all the mystery case files makes me really angry. And then you're like, why are you playing them? I like them, and I want to know what the whole story is now that we've gotten this far. But my problem with them is that they started doing this stupid door puzzles for all of them. And I hate the door puzzles with a passion. They're not intuitive. They're purposely made to be time-consuming to force you to stay, because the games themselves probably are only a couple hours worth of gameplay, if that. But by the trying to do the lengthy door puzzles, it eats up like 4 hours. Really quite annoying. Yeah. Keep that because I may do borders. such a big bedroom. And I feel kind of bad that it's really big. But it's fine. Right? It could be also an office. Another thing I could do is I could bring this wall out this way and make a built-in walk-in closet. That's a possibility, I guess. I did sacrifice the laundry room. By the time I get a shower, toilet, sink in here, I'm not gonna have a laundry room. I could also put it in the kitchen. That's not. Though for many Americans it will be. When I was going to college, I had looked at these apartments in this bigger metro area than where I live now. And I was looking at all these apartments. I was on a budget, man. I had no money. And one of the apartments that I had looked at had advertised that it had a washer and dryer. But I knew something was up because the rent was dirt cheap. And so when I went to go look at it, the washing machine and dryer, so you had a kitchen, but the kitchen was probably 3 feet by 3 feet. And then, oh, no. And then the laundry room was right off of that. Then, like, it was basically, I mean, it was just a postage stamp of an apartment. And then they shoved all these appliances in there. And I don't even think you could get, I have a queen, or no, at the time I had a full bed and a full-size bed. And I don't think the full bed would have fit in there. I'm being honest. So tiny. I had even asked when I went to go there. I had called ahead because I lived probably about an hour drive away, and I had called and had asked. I was like, you know, how big's the apartment? She gave me the square foot, which wasn't like, it was on the small side, but it didn't trip me up at all. But what I hadn't known was she wasn't telling me what the actual livable space was when you take into account for all the appliances like the fridge, the stove, the washing machine, the dryer. It's like, oh. Like, the living room would have only been enough for, like, a single chair, like a lazy boy, maybe, if you're lucky, and a TV, and a bookcase, maybe. The bedroom, again, I don't think the bedroom would have fit a full-size bed. I think you would have needed a twin. And then if you wanted to put a dresser in there, good luck. Yeah, so it was kind of funny. And if people are like, oh, that's the norm. Well, not here, it's not. Strangely enough, Minnesota especially. I guess I don't know about other cities, but the one thing about Minnesota houses and apartments, they tend to be on the bigger side. You pay for it, but they tend to favor the bigger side. It wasn't until around the pandemic era that they start becoming a lot smaller. And so to see that very tiny apartment back then was a shock. I don't even know what rent is right now. Oh my god, I don't want to know. Oh, damn it. I was doing so good, guys. We went so long without a misclick. It's because I was yawning. Okay, should I make a closet here to come out this way? Probably. Huh? I took my dog to the groomers today. She goes quite often, so I haven't talked about my dogs. I'm going to talk about my dogs for a minute. I have two. I have Kenzie and Bella. Kenzie I got from a puppy. So we actually seeked her out and got her. But Bella is a rescue, and I didn't get her until about 4 years after I got Kenzie. And that was a situation where I was babysitting her for a friend of a friend, and the friend never came. The friend of the friend never came back to pick up the dog, and I pretty much just called them and I said, you know what, this dog has clearly been neglected. What I figured out was they put her in a kennel all the time. They very rarely let her out of a kennel, and it's a travel kennel. It's not like a full-size kennel. And yes, she's only 5 pounds, but she could barely turn around in it. Like, it was like she got in, scrunched herself up, and then sat down. It's so sad. Anyway, so I just pretty much told them I'm keeping the dog. And so she became my second dog. Love her very, very, very much. Why won't you... What's going on with the door? Me? What the heck was that about? Anyway, so yes, so I have Bella, and she is my problem child, partly because she has been neglected. She's got some triggers. She has calmed down at least, but she used to be food aggressive. But we figured out, I followed some advice on how to stop that. And that was basically every time she got angry about the food, I would pick it up and... Box right there. I would pick it up and put it on the counter until she stopped growling, and then I would let her have it back. And that worked pretty well. Like, she figured out... and they do both get their own dog bowls, or did. They don't anymore. Since now they're sharing just fine. The other thing I have done is I have another bowl of dog food for her in another location where the other dog can't go. And the funny story with that is she never eats it, or very rarely eats it, but I think she gets comfort from knowing that it's there. Big enough closet. Now I gotta find out. I might have made it too short. I think I can stack them on top of each other. I've seen people do that. What's going on with this build? Do you notice nothing wants to go here? I'm doing something. You can stack them on each other. No. I need... I need lights. What am I trying to do? I spaced out for a really hard second about what I was trying to do. But I'm back. Such a weird setup. You have to be faced just right for it to grab. Okay, there you go. Alright, closet in place. am, though, going to put in... No, I think I'll go. I'm thinking older couple living here. That's my thought. Don't worry, this isn't the color I'm settling on. It's just for the moment. Oh, it's a mirror. I'm an idiot. Like, what's going on? For fudge sakes. That wasn't what I wanted to do at all. I wanted to modify. Maybe I am really stupid tired. I mean, I know I'm stupid tired, but... I wanted to match that one there. And, okay, maybe. There we go. Now I feel better. Hello. So I kind of like the lighter flowers. Okay. You know what I was gonna do, and I was gonna put... Well... Got a Bethesda plant. Be jealous. Everybody wants a Bethesda plant. not really what I want to do. That is, I guess, what I'm gonna do. Actually, I kind of like that. Can I do the same here? Yeah, I can. Right now, oh yeah, I was thinking about a window seat here. Or do I just want to leave it as is? Got a pouch. Quick. Sort of feel bad that they are walking in like their main entrance. Only entrance is that of the kitchen, but it's back to my face. Look at that. Did I flip the room? Flipping the rooms. wood. Freeway. Can make an in. Slap a wall down here and doorway. Fighting me on that. Wow, that's gonna chew up so much of the entryway, though. Yeah. Never mind. We're going to embrace the fact that they're walking into the kitchen / dining room. Done. I don't remember what I did. Maybe I do. I think I did. put the dining room table. Starting to feel subconscious of that. Okay, that's in place. Definitely not what I'm planning on anyway, but I had really thought I was going to tuck the dining room table over here. But in every build that I do, I always forget about the fridge. And if it's not the fridge, it's the oven. Like, such a mandatory part of the kitchen. And I'm like, la la la. Can in here? Always forget. Guess I could have got rid. No, it would have stuck out. If I like it in that corner, but that's where it's gonna live for right now. Okay. The couches that I might choose here is not going to be the final coloring. I'm just tucking them in there. So far, that's what I'm going with. Maybe? Undecided at the moment, but maybe. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave you guys here. Mostly I wanted to get that in place, make a plan for here, which I have done. The dining room has still got me a little stumped. If I put the table here, they're gonna trip over it. Well, the other thing I could do, I guess, is put a table here looking out the window. There's no rules that says I can't do that. I could do a skinny table right here. Maybe. Closet, bathroom, sauna. And this has got the less square feet, but you know it's going to cost the most. Makes me laugh. Alright, so I have a feeling it's going to be 1 or 2 more episodes. Now that I've had most of the groundwork done, the rest should go pretty quickly. Could also put a sauna in here. Actually, Krevin, is this the corner that you were talking about doing the sauna? I bet this was the corner you were talking about doing the sauna. An idiot. Which I could do. I don't know. Undecided. See where Krevin was going with that, and then I misunderstood. Well, actually, what got into my head was I was thinking the smallest apartment would be the most expensive apartment. Were you rocking when I, no. When I came in. Just amuses me that the smallest apartment is the soda. Alright, well. So I stop yawning in your ear. I'm going to say goodnight, and I will see you guys on the next video.